he has it knocked away by Parker.
Now for Joveljic against Parker. Parker so strong again.
What a tackle. Stride for stride, Parker.
Our city, our spirit, our first. It's Tim Parker in Swanville City.
My name is Tim Parker. I'm a defender, and I wear number 26. I grew up in Hicksville, Long Island. It's a pretty big town, actually. But yeah, a really good town. Played soccer there my whole life for pretty much Hicksville Soccer Club up until I was a senior in high school. I started playing when my brother started playing. So my brother is only a year and a half older than me. So it was basically my brother started playing soccer. My parents were like, hey, can he just play too? So that's how I kind of got out there.
Second corner. Here comes Parker, and it's into the net. Strike that one up as a slice of St. Louis soccer history. Their first goal in Major League Soccer. Tim Parker's got it.
Yeah, it was just one of those where I haven't scored a goal in a while. But on set pieces, I always just try to get as open as I can and make a run at the ball. And Edu served a great ball, and I just realized that like there was no chance that I wasn't going to be able to get to that ball. That was a really, really, really cool moment. My dad was actually in Austin for that game. For me as a player in this league for a long time, you know, I've obviously gotten to play against expansion teams, have seen other teams in recent years come into the league and have a lot of fans. It was just a really cool experience to be on that side of things where you're able to see kind of the city and the community and everyone even within the organization so excited for that day. And then for us to obviously get the W put kind of the cherry on top. I mean, there's definitely been a lot of hype of when I first came to St. Louis and people telling me like, oh, St. Louis is a big soccer town. And a part of you is like, okay, yeah, like you understand it, but not being from here, you don't really understand that. So when the first game went down and you're actually able to see like the city and how everyone's sporting the flags outside of their houses or magnets on their cars and wearing the gear all around the city, I think that kind of really amplifies the hype. When Brad got the head job here in St. Louis, I had an inkling or like some kind of inner feeling where I was like telling Kelsey, I was like, Kelsey, you know, Brad's the head coach at St. Louis, like something could happen. And she was always like along the lines of like, no, he would tell you. And then I was actually on my bachelor party when I got traded here. So I got the call from Brad and I was like, I mean, at the same time I was really excited, but I was like, Brad, you could have given me a heads up. You know, you could have like told me that this was happening in the works. But yeah, I played with him at New York when he took over for Armis, and Brad has an intensity to him that a lot of people don't really see or notice, but he has a very intense way of getting what he wants, and little things can bother him. So I think having a prior relationship with him, I try to kind of help those things along in terms of like how we play, how the game days look, and how trainings look up going to game days, how he wants us to be sharp and stuff like that. So I think I'm just trying to help him along that. For me, it was a new thing. It was a new thing in terms of I've been on a couple of different teams, but being able to help a club come into the league is a special feeling. And I feel like being one of the older guys as well adds that feeling a little bit more. So when my mom and dad were here, you know, they are always happy to come watch games and stuff, but my dad for sure is just loving kind of the emotion and how excited everyone is.